Hey guys, gonna do a little review here. Just a quick little review on the Sanrenmu that I've been carrying for about 2.5 months now. This is right now my favorite EDC knife. Here it is. I'm just gonna run it in macro as I'm talking to you. Just a really decent knife. I got them off of eBay. I've got 3 of them, and this is the camoed version. It's got camo and the black blade, and just really a really nice knife for what you pay for. I got this for, I think shipped and everything was 15 bucks. Okay, it's got phosphor bronze bushings on the inside, 8CR 13 MOV steel. It's a 2 3/4 inch blade. It's got a nice hollow ground with a titanium nitride finish. I believe it's stainless steel handles, steel handles, and it's a frame lock. Okay, and just it's kind of like a poor man's Sebenza. It's like the poor man's small Sebenza. Okay, it's really wicked fast. It wasn't as fast like that when I got it, but after opening it about 1,000 times, it's really just smoothed right out as those bushings kind of work their way in. Flow through design, just really cool knife. The only drawbacks to this is that the pocket clip's a little bit flimsy, in my opinion, and when you stick it in the pocket, it tends to grab these thumb studs a bit, and kind of wants to open the knife as you're sticking it in the pocket. Okay, so that's a couple of the downsides to it. It has their logo right there on the blade, and then it has Model 710 on the other side there. Hopefully this is picking up okay and it's not too blurry. I'm still kind of experimenting with a magnifying glass taped to my camera, so for my cheap macro. So, but yeah, there's the 710 there. Let's roll in my all black version. Okay, and same thing on the blade. It says 710 on this side though. Hopefully you can see that okay. And this one's all black. You can see kind of how the finish isn't quite, I mean, it's not like really finely polished. It's kind of a cheap anodizing on the handle there. It's got that kind of weird decal on the handle, which is okay, I guess. I got this one for about $14 shipped. Okay, you can see the phosphor bronze bushings in there, and a nice little blade shape. I really like that blade shape, and it's just hair popping sharp. I mean, just sharp as can be. This one doesn't have Sanrenmu printed on the pocket clip like the other one does, and it doesn't have anything. It doesn't have a Model 710 on this side either, so it's a little bit different. Frame locks are kind of stiff when you first get them, but they tend to work their way in. Wicked fast deployment, really neat. Okay, just really cool knife. And I mean, you know, when I bought these, I bought them to be EDC knives, just to be cheap EDC knives, and I never thought I'd fall in love with them as much as I have. You know, I don't feel bad about beating them around, you know, cutting cardboard with them and just kind of abusing them, you know. And I don't really abuse my knives, you know, per se, but they're just kind of a no hassle, no worries knife. Really, it does have an adjustable pivot head screw on it, but it is, I believe, an Allen head, not Torx. And I think the same goes for all the other screws in the rest of the knife. I think they're all Allen head, not Torx. So you can adjust them there. Just wicked fast deployment. Way quick, easy to bring back in. Really easy to bring back in one-handed as well with that frame lock. That's why I love frame lock so much. The one thing that I have noticed is when I first got my first one here, if I opened it rather slowly, then it would be really hard to disengage the frame lock, and I think that's due to the coating on it. Okay, I think the coating is kind of this plasticky printed on type stuff, and I think that must have got on top of the frame lock, and it was sticking a little bit. Now that's gone away, but yeah, so I think that's what that was. Okay, now the other Sanrenmu that I've got is this the model 763, which is they use the Benchmade axis lock in it. Okay, and this is G10 scales. All right, with the axis lock, real smooth, really smooth, buttery action on this. No wiggle from left to right, and no up and down wiggle on any of these. Really well lockup, really good lockup. The G10 is actually fairly grippy. I'd say it's pretty aggressive. It does have a Zytel inlay in the back here, so it's not 100% flow through, but it's really should be easy to clean. The pocket clip is reversible on this guy. Okay, and this is the model 763. Hopefully you can see that on the blade there. And it's the same blade steel, 8CR13 MOV. And this axis lock is kind of fun to mess with. Now I have seen a video of a guy dipping this knife into water and then banging the spine of it onto a table and it closing. I put Rem oil all over this thing and did the same experiment, and I did not have any failure. So I'm fairly confident with what I'm going to use this knife for, which is just mundane EDC tasks, that it'll be just fine in its usage. Let me try that again here. So the one thing about this blade is it tends to stain up. It tends to really hold fingerprints. I need to just put a coating of wax on it. The jimping on the top here is just more aesthetic. It's kind of too chunky to be really aggressive. It does have the blade steel marked right there on the blade on this one. And just really smooth action on this knife. A little more aesthetic jimping on the choil there. And then you can see deep into the axis lock here. Let me close it up for you. It's just kind of a nice little knife. It's actually very pretty, I think. You know, just kind of attractive little blade. Okay, it's a little bit harder to deploy this one than the other ones are, because the thumb stud tends to swivel out wide, and so it's hard to get a good vector on the open. But just kind of a cool little knife. So the 763, I paid $10.50 for this, and then I think it cost me $3 to ship it from China. So I got it for less than 15 bucks. So now all these knives are made in the same factory as the Spyderco Tenacious, which this one is here. So they're all made in the same factory over there in China. So they are really good quality knives, I think. You know, for what you're getting and what you're paying for. I mean, I don't think there's a better deal on the planet for a knife this good of quality. So guys, if you've been waiting to pull the trigger on one of these knives, get on eBay and order you some. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks to get here, but it's well worth the wait. Order it and forget about it, and have it as a nice pleasant surprise when it show up a couple weeks later in the mail. So that's what I did, and I'm really glad I did. And you know what? I'll probably be ordering some more of these. They've got other knives in their line that I want to try out. And there is other 710 models. There's one that's all stainless, and it looks pretty nice. So probably get one of those too. So all right, guys. There you go. It's just a little quick close-up review of the Sanrenmu's 710 and the 763. So Merry Christmas, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know if I'm going to be getting any other videos out before Christmas. I think I might. I don't know. We'll see. I've got a little bit extra time over the holidays, so I may do 1 or 2 videos. So, all right, there you go. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you later.